Hey everyone, Rachel here with Givebutter, and today's success story is going to feature a virtual endurance event. I have here with me Maria and Ashley, and they are representing a campaign that went live on Givebutter about a month ago called Move for Mass, which was a collaborative effort of the fitness community in Minneapolis that got together for a two-day virtual endurance event to raise funds for mass for a local hospital. So if you're watching this and you are interested in doing an endurance event, you're currently in one, whether you're a charity or a business, I think that you are going to gain a lot from their insights. If you keep watching. So they're also going to share what inspired them to do this campaign, why they chose Givebutter, what made it so successful, and then top tips and tricks that we can all walk away with to make our virtual endurance events even better. So Maria, Ashley, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
To start, could both of you introduce yourselves and what your role was in this campaign?
I'm Maria Silver, and I am the owner of the Movement Shop. I was in charge of, I guess would say, like the techie side and getting the funds over to North Memorial. Just trying to figure out like how to wire it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ashley, and I own two Pure Bar franchises, Pure Bar Apple Valley and Pure Bar Egan. And I was primarily in charge of social media, branding, all the images that we shared. And then I created like our breakdown for our meetings and stuff like that with our instructors.
Awesome. So Ashley, let's start with what inspired you, because I want to know the backstory behind this campaign.
Yeah, well, just like most fitness studio owners, I had to shut my doors to both of my studios. Actually, I was set to open my Pure Bar Egan studio the week that everything had to shut down here in Minneapolis. And I was honestly going through a huge funk and feeling kind of helpless because I felt like I personally couldn't give to my community like on a with money. And it just hit me one day that I wanted to do something more. And I was chatting with Maria, and we came up with Move for Masks and just collaborated to make it what it became. So
That is really inspiring. So I think you're definitely not alone in feeling the funk in a time like this. And I also know that there are many other small business owners that have kind of got out of the funk by being generous and turning towards giving back. So thank you for sharing that. I know I'm inspired, and others who are watching will be from that. So what made you choose Givebutter to make this Move for Mass campaign come together, Ashley? Maria, I think you were going to touch base on that more, right?
Yeah. So I've never done anything like this. But I researched a lot of platforms like GoFundMe and Eventbrite, and I wanted a platform that combined GoFundMe where you could donate and you could also sell tickets to. And the only one that I could find that really merged everything together was Givebutter. And I also wanted one where you could really personalize it. And so part of our campaign was we had tiers of tickets. So you could buy one ticket just for the virtual workout. The second tier, you could buy a ticket and a bag, and third ticket, a bag, shirt, and workout. And the fourth one was a private lesson with Ashley for bar, shirt, bag, and workout. And no other place really you could kind of tier your tickets. Mm-hmm. And then when I reached out to the Givebutter's like chat feature, I asked if even within the tiers, if they could somehow do it where people could choose their size and put their shipping address, and they turned it around in like an hour. They did it really, it was amazing. Because I couldn't figure, I was having trouble figuring out, well, how am I going to get this information from everybody? Mm-hmm. And so that's why, there was the fees for Givebutter were less than anybody's that I could find. And it was really important to Ashley and I that everything went to our cause. So like all the swag was donated by Ashley and I. And then the only thing that we wanted taken out of those fees were credit card fees, which actually worked out well because most of our supporters paid for the credit card fees, covered them. So it worked out well on all fronts. So that's why we chose Givebutter.
Okay, awesome. So what I hear you saying is it had the tiers that you were looking for, which made it easy. It was adaptable. You were able to get the changes you needed quickly. And then the fees were low, so it was affordable for you to give back as much as possible.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to know, how did you crush your fundraising goal? Because you had a goal of 10,000 and you raised more than that. So what made it so successful? And either of you can speak to that, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so people can see what your campaign looks like.
I think honestly, Maria and I work really well together. I think that we really, I don't know. I think personally, I think having her like on my team motivated me and got me excited to, you know, just like keep working. And I think the fact that we were working towards something that really matters in our community, it was an easy thing to talk about, and it was really easy to get people to sign up for, because not only are they getting pretty much swag, but all the money that they're donating is going directly to the cause. So you're like getting something for doing something great for the community. I mean, I feel like it was like a win-win for everybody.
And we wanted it to be, I mean, Ashley and I are both really involved in the fitness community. You know, Ashley owns a studio, I teach Pilates, but we also realized that not everybody wants to do fitness like that. And so what we decided to do was make it like all encompassing. So we had stuff we had like kids yoga, we had a meditation workshop, we had intentional energy. What else do we have? We had like all different things where you buy one ticket and you had access to the full weekend, and you can pick and choose whatever you wanted to do. And then Ashley had a great idea to be really strategic about who we chose to be as our teachers. And Ashley, if you want to speak to like how you decided like who we chose.
Yeah, so we reached out to, I mean, some of the biggest leaders in our community as for like fitness studios, and then also people that had like a big following. Like we had World of Doug. He has like 20-some thousand followers, and he's known like, you know, beyond the Minneapolis area. Same with Yasna Berza. She has a huge following. We had, gosh, some of the best fitness studios, like I said, and all of those fitness studios have communities, and their communities rallied with them, and that was the coolest thing. So we created within Move for Masks, if you can scroll down, we had like little essentially teams, so you can see like what team raised what amount of money, which is really neat. Oh, maybe it's not showing that. But it's just,
that's why another why we chose Givebutter, because of those teams. We made it sort of like a contest.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and we also did a contest. So the person that, you know, the studio or the instructor that sold the most tickets or made the, you know, raised the most money, they got, what was the prize again, Maria?
Well, so we had we had one photographer donate headshots to these people, because we wanted to give them something that was important. So a professional headshot to one of them. We also had, you know, when it's socially appropriate, a massage when it's not, when it's socially appropriate. We had a chiropractor donate some like some tape and stuff like that, protein powder. Because we also, Ashley and I really feel like it's important that you should be paid for your time, even if it is, you know, this is a donation based. We wanted to make it worth their while. And we, not only did we choose people who had like Instagram or Facebook followers, there's a lot of like underground people who have followers. So for 330 Stretch and Release Club Pilates person, she may not be super active on Instagram, but just personally, I know there's a lot of people in our community that take her classes or do like private Pilates lessons for her. So we want, and we wanted it to be all age groups, all body types, inclusive for everybody, just to make reach was expanded.
These are excellent tips. And I think what you guys were pros at was building community. I mean, I even looked to the supporter feed on the right-hand side. Some of the comments and the pictures that were mentioned and teams that were represented were so heartfelt. My daughters emptied their piggy banks to donate. I just thought that was the sweetest thing. So you can tell that people were really, really engaged in this campaign, and it's because you thought about who you were reaching out to. And that's a mistake that people can sometimes make in team fundraising, is think if I put this page up, they're going to come. But that's simply not the case. You have to tell the story. You have to find good champions who are going to lead their communities to share this page and donate. And you guys did that so well. What are some of your...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We also included, Ashley had this idea, is like, well, we should probably put what they're getting up there. So if you scroll down, we even put like the swag that they'd be getting. Because Ashley made the good point that, if you see it, if you see what you're getting, that has more of an impact than, just saying, hey, you're going to get a shirt. So we added that. Actually, your customer service helped me do that too. So, because I couldn't figure out how to do it on my own. So I chatted. In 10 minutes, they're like, it's up. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, thank you.
That's awesome. I'm curious, do you guys have any lessons learned? Because this was your first time doing an event together like this, virtual fundraising. What are some key takeaways or lessons learned that you have?
One thing that I think that we did really well is that we had Zoom meetings with everybody who participated, and it was 30 minutes. Ashley wrote up with the agenda. She did an amazing job doing like screenshots of how to do Facebook Live and how to go to how to go to Givebutter, and here's your team name. So just making it really easy for people to spread the word, because otherwise they won't. Oh, and Ashley also, all of her social that she did, she gave all the instructors and everybody access to it. So all the pictures she made, anything on Instagram, so they were allowed to post it on their own pages as well. I don't know if you want to talk about that, Ashley, at all, but yeah.
Yeah, and I featured all of the teachers too and tagged them. So like the further down you go, it was just a good way, because then they were sharing that in their on their stories and on their page, and it just also like included like the community piece into it. And then we tried to kind of go back to our purpose again, and what that was going towards, and how that was helping the medical professionals in our community.
Absolutely.
And I think Ashley did a great job of branding it, because it looks professional. It looks like a real thing to give money to. Not, because sometimes, if you have a fundraiser, you're like, is this really going to what it says it's supposed to do?
Right.
Having this branded Instagram page with consistent colors and consistent theme just made it seem like it was a real fundraiser to donate to.
I definitely agree with that. And if you guys are up for it, I'd love to share this video, because I did watch it, of one of the healthcare workers that received masks.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Ashley's idea too, by the way. That was genius. So
I think so too.
Hi, everyone. My name is Beth Mejia. I'm one of the board of directors of the foundation here at North Memorial Health. I'm also a special imaging technologist on the front lines. And I want to take this time to thank all of you who are supporting the Moose for Mask event. By doing this, you are supporting my colleagues, and you are helping us with the PPE that's critical for us to stay safe and to take care of our patients. So we just want to say thank you. You're all amazing. We appreciate you. Hi, everyone.
I could watch it again, but so good.
And then one other idea that Ashley had too is that for our opening day, we had a doctor from North Memorial speak, like kind of like our opening, I don't know the words, sequence. So she talked about it. So again, I think it just gave an air of
that the money is actually going to the hospital, because
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, is sometimes you donate to something and you don't even know like where the money is going or what percentage of the money is going, and we were very you know, very honest with everyone and talked about pretty much all of the money minus the credit card processing fees are going directly to the fundraiser, or to the hospital, excuse me.
Exactly. So you guys were really focused on building credibility so that people felt comfortable making a donation, which I think is really, really smart. So for those who are watching right now or reading, and they are about to launch a virtual endurance event, what would be a word of encouragement to them?
To keep promoting it, because for me, it feels like donations started trickling in, but then the week of, it was like, woo, they started flying in. And so
Yeah,
yeah.
Don't give up on your goal, because we're like, we're both secretly in our head like, are we gonna hit this goal? Because I mean, how much did we raise that last week, Maria? We raised the majority of our funds in 1 week. It was insane.
Yeah. And I was like really scared that we were not going to make it. But then all of a sudden, like Ashley said, as soon as the week hit, it was like boom. And it just kept coming and coming and coming, which was.
And even the days that we had our event, we didn't expect anyone to donate then. People were donating, even people that had already bought tickets, that had already donated, were like donating more. We had some people give some very generous gifts. Like it was incredible. I cried.
Yeah, me too. Like one of my clients, we were like 200, she had already donated like the highest tier package. And we had posted that we were like $216 away from $10,000. And I have a personal Facebook page, so I posted that, and she had just commented, let's fix that. And all of a sudden, Ashley and I both got the little notice that we were hit 10,000. It was from her. I'm like, so like Ashley said, even people who had already donated, after seeing the momentum in the Facebook group page, like it made them do it more.
And I think we made it very clear about our goal. So like we told them, even though it was a scary, really big goal that we were like nervous we weren't going to hit, we kept telling people, this is our goal, help us reach our goal. And people rallied, especially when even the people that were a part of the event, because they felt like they were a part of this and they were making a difference. So.
And the biggest thing was just like we kept people engaged the entire weekend. We were both on the Facebook page the whole time. We posted, we had like, there was I think someone had a little problem with their Facebook Live. So we did a little gift contest until we could get them back on. So there was really no dead air. Right, Ashley? I mean, I don't think there was, right?
No.
Just constant.
No. Yeah.
That's a good tip. Well, thank you both for sharing not only your tips, tricks, insights, but your inspiration. Your story is amazing. And for all the Givebutter community that is watching and reading, hear what they're saying. You can do it. You can do it. It might seem impossible. It might feel really hard. It's totally new, but it is not impossible.
We had never done it before. We had never done it, and we did it. We did better than we thought we were going to do.
Exactly. So I'm going to link their campaign on this case study. Please go check it out and look at their social pages as well, because they did an excellent job at rallying their communities, communicating, branding consistently, messaging consistently, and at the end of the day, keeping the heart of their mission transparent and clear so that people felt comfortable to give. These are all really, really helpful tips, tricks, lessons learned that you guys were able to give today. And we just thank you so much on behalf of Givebutter for offering that to our community. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you.